for the past couple months. But no, I was worried a bit. You know, you want to contribute, so I was a little nervous. And then I started reading the book, and I really liked it, and I found some things that I could connect with. You know, I mean, like, you know, I was familiar with Nordic sagas and fairy tales, and I've also read Celtic material and stuff, so it wasn't that unfamiliar. I relaxed a bit as I started reading the book, but then once I landed, I got very nervous all over again. I didn't know what would be expected and how soon. Fortunately for me, the first things I had to do were physical, were nonverbal. It was, you know, sword fighting. Fighting.
Viggo, I think you're the first person to ever say to me that, you know, thankfully you had a knowledge of Celtic material. And
thinking the same thing.
I'm really impressed by this.
Yeah, no, look, it really was it was, and from my perspective, for a moment, you are totally at sea. You have no one playing this character, and then fate steps in and says, "God, you stuffed this up, but there's one guy who's going to be the perfect person to play this, and just follow me." And
what was the first scene you guys shot together?
We were very lucky.
What scene? What was the first scene?
Weathertop against the Wraiths.
Yeah, flames. You with the fire and flames. I remember that so well. New Line were understandably nervous, not because of Viggo, but just because this drama had happened, and suddenly we didn't have anybody. Then we had Viggo and stuff, and so we were under strict orders that the second the first day's filming with Viggo was over, we had to dispatch the rushes to America, and they were withholding the permission to decide whether we had got the right guy or not. And luckily, it was fire, race, flames, and it just blew them away.
So I could have sunk the trilogy on my first day of work.
Well, yeah, but I think it was all good. See, fate was saying, for God's sake, don't do a boring dialogue scene. Do something cool that the studio are going to get excited about.
Andy's sitting there quietly waiting for his turn. Andy, tell me about creating one of the most iconic performances of all time.
Well, it was an interesting one, because when I first heard from my agent this was happening, it was just like, look, Andy, they're doing this amazing kind of film of Lord of the Rings down in New Zealand, and they'd like to see you for a voice for a digital character. And I was like,
a voice.
What? I remember at the time I was working in Prague on an adaptation of Oliver Twist, actually. And I said to this other actor I was working with, I said, I think I might be going out to New Zealand to do this character, this digital character. And he said, well, but is your face going to be on screen? And I said, no, it's not. And he said, mate, I wouldn't touch it with the barge pole, mate. and